There is even more questions that I didn't even see I was tagged in because I don't regularly check my tag. I guess I check it more now than I used to. That would have to be my gray sweatshirt that I have. And I wear it all the time. It's like that comfort thing that you get home, you put on the sweatshirt, and you're cool and calm and comfortable to go. And that's who I am. I'm gonna go with the smell of, and it's a combination of these two, cigarettes and coffee. What do you say? My grandmother used to sit every morning and smoke her cigarettes and drink her coffee, and it was that whole home thing. Oh, okay. I think I'd probably best be fitted in the 60s or the 70s. Not to be born at that time, but to be living at that time, being this age that I am now at that time. Maybe a little bit younger, but I think if you look at history, we're slowly coming around to another reoccurrence of the things that were important then. And it's scary to think about, but history does repeat itself. And this is one of those things. This is so morbid. I'm slowly adding to my my list of songs that were played at my funeral. I have a playlist because my cousin died when she was 17, 18? One of those two. She was graduating that year, and I was a few grades behind her, and she died in a car accident. And it was so, out of left field, and who the hell saw that coming? But she was fun and dorky and geeky, and I always, we weren't necessarily super close, just weren't, but I knew her well enough to know that she didn't want the music they were playing at her viewing to be playing at her viewing. I have a brand of pens that I really like, and they're from Papermate, and they're just plain old profile pens, but I find that they are the smoothest writing, and they feel most comfortable in my hand, and I buy a crap load of them all the time. And also, and I don't have any on me at the moment, I don't even know if they still make them anymore, I used to have these pencils that were in the shape of triangles, so that it wouldn't hurt your hand. You could write longer without hurting your hand, and they had a rubberized outside. They were so cool, and I love them a lot. I don't know what the hell, I don't even know, like I said, I don't even know if they make them anymore, so. My favorite is organizing. I love to organize things. I love everything to have a certain place. This place is a shithole, so you wouldn't even guess that about me, but I'm working on it. Okay, my least favorite, vacuuming. I don't like the sound of a vacuum. I really don't. If I could get a quieter vacuum, I would. If I could afford them, I would. My best Halloween costume, I was like 5, I think I was 5 or 6, something like that. And I was Hershey Kiss, and it was silver. It was like a little dress kind of thing, and it went over my shoulders, and it puffed out with all kinds of bags and stuffing inside, and that was silver, like I said. And then it had a hat that was the top of the Hershey Kiss, and it had a ribbon that came down and said Hershey Kiss on it. I love that costume so much. Favorite scary movie? I don't have a favorite scary movie. I love scary movies though. I love the more gory the better to me, or the ones that mess with your head. Those are my favorite. Mice. And that's like, oh, they're so cute though. Yeah, they're not cute when they're biting into all your shit. When I lived in the ghetto, deeper in the ghetto than I do now, they were doing some construction down by this like marshy area that wasn't too far from us, and all the little rodents and critters came up from down there, a lot of mice. My entire street, my entire block had issues with mice. And they were literally eating us out of house and home. You couldn't leave bread on the countertop. You couldn't leave anything on the countertop because they would get to it. Couldn't leave it. It was just terrible. Even your clothing would get eaten. And I hated it. I still hate them because you'll hear one or two in the apartments, which is common. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much because it's not a constant thing. And one of them got into my Christmas stocking last Christmas, so it's good to show. I mean, I hate them a lot. I would like to speak to Latin and Hebrew. Maybe some broken Polish now, some broken Spanish, English obviously, not very well, but I speak English. But Latin because that was the root of all words, and people can say the same about Greek, but mostly it was more Latin than it was Greek. And I really like the language. I just really do. Hebrew because it's cool. I really, really liked lamb chop when I was younger. Really, really liked it. Still a little head over heels in love with that thing. If I get a tattoo of lamb chop, it would be a surprise to no one. That's how much I love that damn show. Important because if you don't, it could change the entire meaning of something, include people that should not be included into something. And if people don't know what the hell an Oxford comma is, look the shit up because it's important. Start using it.